These are crimp clamps, sometimes called pinch clamps or ear clamps. The hardware store calls them PEX clamps. I use a lot of these. I like them because they make a good, solid, permanent clamp that will not leak. It doesn't come loose. It won't vibrate free. The downside with these is they're not reusable, and they're designed to be slipped over a hose before it's assembled and then crimped down. Sometimes I'll want to use these clamps on a hose I really can't disconnect. These clamps can be popped apart. I usually use a little screwdriver. I bend this tab out slightly and I pop these apart. Once I've got the clamp apart, I'll typically expand it out so I can slide it over the hose. Once it's over that hose, I can put it back together by reshaping it and sliding that tab back into that hole. If you've got lots of room, this isn't that difficult to do. But if you've got limited access, getting this back together so you can crimp it can be really frustrating. So instead of stretching it out and expanding it this way to get it over the hose, a better way is to stretch it out into a spiral. Deforming it this way, it will still fit over the hose, but once it's on there, instead of having to have so much room to squeeze it, now you've really just got to squeeze it back in this direction. So it requires a lot less room. It also doesn't distort it as much, so it's really much easier to get it together. This technique really saved my bacon this past weekend. I had a leaking spring clamp on a heater hose all the way on the back of the engine. I was able to get one hand in there with a crimp clamp, squeeze it together, and stop the leak. So if you do a lot of work with those crimp clamps, especially if you put them on existing hoses that you can't pull apart, try the spiral approach. I think it'll save you some frustration.